What's going on, horror fans? This is BroncoJuggalo, and I am coming at you with something brand new today. I am going to be starting a new segment called B Movies, Be Good or Be Bad. In this segment, we are going to cover B movies, maybe even some C&D movies. I actually picked up a B movie myself the other day at Walgreens, and I showed it in a previous video, which I'm going to card here. The B movie that we're going to showcase today is a movie called Circus Kane. Came out in 2016 and was directed by Christopher Douglas Olin Ray and stars a bunch of actors I have no clue who they are. So, let's check it out, guys. This B movie, is it be good or be bad?
Call me the dead body man. Call me the dead body man.
Circus Kane tells the story of a disgraced circus ringmaster who invites a handful of horror aficionados to his mansion. If they can survive one night, they will get $250,000 each. Somebody wanted to come be in the video, guys. Wave hi. Can you wave hi? It's bedtime. We're about to have bedtime. So, anyways. You want to say anything? You want to say hi? This is Harley Quinn. Say hi, Harley. No? Harley don't want to say hi. She's shy today. And I don't think she knows who I'm saying hi to. So. You ready to go bye-bye? You ready to go night-night? Me kisses. Love you. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Where was I? Circus ringmaster by the name of Balthazar Kane invites a bunch of horror aficionados and YouTubers and vloggers to his mansion for the night. If they can survive, they each get $250,000. If they cannot and they give up, they get nothing. At least that's what they think. However, there is a very sinister motivation behind Balthazar Kane's House of Horrors. As these people start exploring the mansion, they all believe that they are here to help spread the word in a viral way in the new age of this horror master that came back, this horror ringmaster, because that's what he specialized in, was horror and magic. As a circus performer, they believe that they are there to give this man publicity for his big comeback in a modern way. Little do they realize that Mr. Balthazar Kane is absolutely psycho. As these people start going through the mansion, they inevitably start to die. They get separated, they form partnerships, they form bonds, and of course, they have to figure out how to get out, because they are being stalked and they are being killed. As they go along, they also have to figure out a series of traps and puzzles and riddles and everything to continue on through the mansion. This movie is a blending of multiple genres. It has the slasher genre, it has the haunted house genre, it has a little bit of the mystical / scientific genre, and it also has I'm not really sure what to classify Saw as, but it definitely takes some things from Saw. And I don't like the word torture porn or that classification. I don't give that to many movies, and I don't believe Saw is that. So they definitely tried to emulate Saw in this film as well, and there is a twist ending, but I'm not going to give that away. I will say this. For actors that I have absolutely no idea who they are, these are all complete no-name actors. It's a no-name film with a no-name studio and a director I've never heard of. They actually do a semi-decent job. It's not bad. There is a couple actors that are a little bit terrible at the acting, but for the most part, they're not too bad. The movie is not bad either. There are some good kills. There's some good gore. There's a lot of fun in this movie. it actually got a couple very good reviews from some critics. So, but like I said, this is very small budget B-movie film, and it does have that feel. It is a little bit schlocky, but not so schlocky that it's completely unwatchable. So we are going to jump into the pros and cons of this film, and we're going to start it out with the things that I like about this movie. We're going to start out with the pros. As I said earlier, some of the actors are not bad in this film, so that is one of my pros. Some of the acting is not too bad, and they actually give the characters a small bit of depth. Not a ton of depth, but a small bit of depth. You have one guy who's a pawn shop owner who's also, he rips people off. He's a collector, and he does everything he can to come out on top. And he also thinks he has to be the authority on everything. Then you have another guy who's a vlogger, and you have another character who's a Scream Queen actress. You have a character who is, I guess we could call the final girl in this film. And she is trying to save her little brother from going into the system. And we actually learn a little bit about her backstory. And we find out that she is a sympathetic character. She is somebody that we can relate to. There is some bad acting in the film, mainly from the people that play the cops. The main core group of this cast is not terrible actors for no-name people. Another big pro in this film is some of the effects. For being a B-movie with a very small budget, especially the practical effects are pretty decent. There's a good amount of gore, and it is not bad. The kills are pretty decent for the most part. There's one kill that I thought was kind of stupid, and I'll go into that in my cons here in a second. But for the most part, the kills weren't too bad. They were a little bit imaginative, a little bit of fun, and it was an all-around good experience for me as far as the effects go. The third pro, and I think one of the best things in this series, is the character of Balthazar Kane. He starts off as kind of this mysterious character. At the very beginning of the movie, he's a sympathetic character with his child. And yes, he demands a lot from his child because his child is supposed to be learning the business. But you can tell that he has love for him and he teaches him things. And you almost start to sympathize with the character. And then you find out what led to his fall. You find out what led to him turning into the person he is. He went through I don't want to give away too many plot points here, but let's just say he went through an accident and it changed him physically. And I think it changed him mentally too. Most definitely changed him mentally. But Balthazar, the guy who played him, did a pretty good job. The acting was not bad with him, and it just gave the character some interesting facets to work with. I really liked his character. I really think that this is a character that could be something if somebody ever decided to pick this up. But I don't think it'll hurt. Like I said, this is definitely a B movie, guys. So don't get me wrong. It's not a great film. You're not going to have Lord of the Rings of a horror movie in this. It's not Halloween. This is a B movie, and it is made to be enjoyed, in my opinion, at the B movie level. If you enjoy B movies, you're going to enjoy this film. That's how I'm going to put it. If you enjoy B horror movies, this should be right up your alley. Another pro to this is the filming, the cinematography, the lighting is not bad for a low-budget B-movie film. It is not bad at all. You can definitely tell this is low budget. You can tell by the camera works this is no big Hollywood movie. But it is not done badly. The camera work is not bad. It's not shaky. A lot of B movies you see, it's real shaky cam and bad angles. This one has some pretty good ones. The director does a decent job of creating the atmosphere I think this movie is looking for. And it's not that overly haunted atmosphere. It's kind of a goofy, fun atmosphere, but with a tone of let's kill people. And it's just one of those movies. It definitely is meant to be enjoyed as a B film. I truly believe that. And I don't think they were trying to make an Oscar-worthy film here. And they achieved their goal. On to the cons. So, as I said in the pros, there's some good acting as far as these no-name people go. Some of the characters are very annoying, and you're glad to see them go. As I said, the gentleman who owns the pawn shop is always trying to rip people off. I was so happy to see that guy die. I'm telling you, that's really not giving anything away. You know that these people are going to die when you first get into this movie. So the characters were not very likable, to say the least. There is a couple characters that you can semi-sympathize with, but to me, most of those are the main final girl and Balthazar Kane himself. You can kind of sympathize with those characters throughout most of the film. However, the rest of the characters, even though they're not done badly, they are very annoying. Throughout most of the movie, Balthazar Kane is kind of in the shadows after his accident. That's all I'm going to call it, the accident, because I don't want to give all the plot points away. So he's very much in the shadows, and you don't see him, and a lot of what you see of him is on a screen. It's on a television. And so when they do finally reveal him, I was a little disappointed in how underwhelming his reveal was. And also, his makeup, his look, was not very much up to par for me. Yes, I understand it is a B-movie, and I got to give it a little bit of doubt because of that. But I really feel that in this movie, they spent a lot of their budget on making some things look very good. And to our main antagonist, when it came to Balthazar Kane, I think they kind of skimped on his look a little bit, and that disappointed me slightly. As I said, some of the kills were pretty good in this, but there was one kill in particular, and I believe it's the first kill in the film, that I just didn't like how they did it. I thought the prop that they used to kill the person looked extremely fake, and I didn't like the way it looked at all. I know that at first they were trying to make things look fake. They were trying to fool the other characters into thinking, oh, this is just a game. But when they did use something to kill him, what they used to kill him with looked faker than the so-called fake props. So I wasn't too happy with that. Like I said, they spent a lot of money making certain things in the movie look really good, and I think they could have spent just a tiny bit, a little extra money to make some of the props look a little bit better. The final con I have for this movie is some lazy plot points, some lazy storytelling. At the beginning of the movie, they introduce how these characters get invited to this house. And it's kind of like this Charlie and the Chocolate Factory golden ticket kind of thing. The guy that owns the pawn shop, he actually gets a golden VHS in the mail. He puts it in and it invites him into the game. Then another person, I believe it is the girl with her brother, she gets a funny text. A very weird text saying, hey, you want $250,000? Come on over. And it looked like they were going to do like different ways of giving everybody's invite. But then, after that first text, everybody got texts. The only person that got a unique invite was the pawn shop owner. And I really thought that they were going to do a little bit better than that because they led us to believe in the film that they were going to do something different. So I thought that was a little bit lazy on their part. And then at the end, the twist, I'm not going to say that you totally see it coming. You may if you're paying attention. When I was watching it, there was some parts where I wasn't paying attention as well to some of the others. And I'm going to go back and rewatch it because when I did start paying attention, I really enjoyed the film. Because at first I put it on, I was just like, okay, and I was checking my Twitter and looking at other things on YouTube, checking my subscriber count. Get them subs in, people. Come on. When they do the twist, it's not really a huge jump, and I think they could have done it a little bit better. And they kind of, when I say it's not a huge jump, I mean it's not so far-fetched, but they do kind of just jump right into it. It wasn't like a shocking reveal. It's kind of like they just kind of eased into it, and it's like, oh, okay, well, all right, well, now that makes sense and that makes sense, but, so all in all, though, I really had a good time with this film, so I am definitely going to give it a B good. Go out, check it out. I found it at Walgreens for $4.99. It's called Circus Kane. I can't remember the name of the production company, so I got to look at it here real quick. It is done by Uncorked Entertainment and Deinstitutionalized LLC Films in association with End of the Rose LLC. And like I said, I enjoyed it. It wasn't bad. There is definitely a blending of genres going on. As I said, you got slasher genre, you got haunted house genre. You even have a little bit of sci-fi and fantasy genre of the horror genre thrown in. And you have that Saw-esque type genre of the traps and the puzzles and things like that, and then with the twist ending. So yeah, guys, definitely give this a check out. It's not too bad. If you like B horror films, BC horror films, this is not bad. And also, some of the clown makeup is pretty cool too. I really enjoyed that. So, being a juggalo, I'm into clowns like that. I like the evil-looking clowns. You know why I like evil-looking clowns? Because they're telling the truth. Clowns are evil. We all know they're evil. So when they show that they're evil, I just feel safer. Anyways, guys, this is BroncoJuggalo, and I will check you out later.
Hey, you double G-A-L-O.